My name is Shayla Stevenson, and in this oral presentation, I'm going to give you a little bit of background information on the nursing shortage, the causes of the nursing shortage, and how to prevent or potentially solve the nursing shortage. Can you imagine yourself at the age of 65 or a loved one of yours at the age of 65 that needs medical attention, who goes to the hospital and there are a shortage of nurses and there's not enough nurses to give you or your loved one the proper medical attention? Due to the continuing shortage of nurses, people are not getting the proper care that they need, and majority of this population is elderly people. The nursing shortage that we face today has a lot of supply and demand issues and causes on why the shortages are occurring, and less ways on how to prevent and potentially solve it for future reference. Nurses are an essential part of the healthcare profession because they are the ones dealing with the patients and the patients' families to help give them that security and that safe and quality care, and inform them on different procedures and different medical information that is going on with either their loved one or themselves. Since the population of 65 and older is growing so rapidly, it's a higher chance of them getting chronic disease, which also causes for them to become more eligible for more health insurance, and that causes for more nurses to be in the field. Due to stress, burnout, and fatigue, 30 to 50% of the nurses normally either change their career, leave the nursing profession altogether, or they just come in and within the first 3 years of the field, it's not what they want or it's not what they expected, so they end up leaving for those reasons as well. Most of the burnouts and fatigue come from either excessive hours and not having enough time to be able to recuperate, and also shortness of staff. According to Grant, currently in the United States, we have the highest number of Americans over the age of 65 than any other time in the history. With that being said, 1/3 of our nursing workforce within the next 10 years could be at the age and eligible for retirement. A couple things that we could do to help prevent this shortage issue is hire more faculty so that they are able to inform and give the students that come back to school the proper skills to hire their degree in education so that they can be a replacement for those who retire. 80,000 of the qualified applicants were turned away due to the faculty shortages. And in 2014 and 2015, there was a total of 1,236 full-time faculty vacancies. Another way to solve the shortage is staffing ratios. This can be fixed by having the same amount of nurses as the same amount of patients. So with the 65-year and older population growing so rapidly, we need more nurses to be trained and go to school and be able to graduate so that we can get those people that retire out of there and also be able to have enough staff to help the upcoming elderly people. Doing this balance will help increase the patient's satisfaction, it will improve nurse retention, and it also will alleviate some of the errors that occurs when there's not enough staff. Lastly, empowering nurses can also help with shortages. So figuring out what motivates and what makes their employees feel good can help prevent them from leaving the profession. So all that to say that if you or your loved one was at the age of 65 and needed medical attention, would you be okay that they are being treated in an improper fashion due to the fact that there's not enough nursing in the profession? And I just want to thank you for listening.